Let me tell you that these things are my major stress sources. This is a real life as a double degree student in Japan. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be talking about a real life as a double degree student in Japan. Let's get started. About what I'm studying right now. Again, so currently I'm studying under the double degree program. I study a Bachelor of Global Liberal Arts at Ritsumeikan University and the Bachelor of Asian Pacific Affairs at the Australian National University. From July 2024 to July 2025, I was in Australia and I studied at the Australian University for 1 year. Right now, I am in Japan and I'm on my summer vacation right now. And my university, which is Ritsumeikan University, will start at the end of September. I'm really excited to go to Ritsumeikan University again. Now let's talk about job hunting in Japan. Job hunting is called shukatsu in Japanese. So this is my third year of my university, and I need to start doing job hunting. And to be honest, job hunting in Japan is really tough. Here's the reason why I feel very stressed and overwhelmed. First of all, if you want to work in a good company, you should expect that you're gonna have a lot of processes to get that job. In general, the first step is to write an essay, which is called entry sheet in Japanese. Entry sheet is like a cover letter in English, and you have to write between 200 and 300 words essay. And I think this is the most cases for the first step of the application. On entry sheet, you have to write why you want to work in that company. Also, some companies might ask you what is the significant achievement in your school life. And I would say you need to put effort on this entry sheet because the company will judge you based on this type of cover letter. And if you can't pass this first step, you won't be able to get that job. So basically you fail the application. After that, you will have to take an exam, which is called SPI. On the exam, you will have to take math, literature, and English. And it depends on the company, but some companies require you to take a psychological test. But I would say this type of test, which is called SPI, is really difficult, and it takes a lot of time to get a better score on the exam. And I would like to suggest you, if you want to get a good score on the exam, you should buy at least one book. And you can buy it online or at a bookstore as well. And I would say it's really important to get a high score on the exam because a good company requires to get over maybe around 70% to 80% on the exam, such as like Toyota, Nissan, Honda, like ANA, JL. Those big companies really care about the online exam, and if you can't get a good score on the exam, they will make you failed. After that, finally you're gonna have an interview. This interview will be online in most cases. However, sometimes you might need to go to that office to get an interview in person. And usually interviews have at least twice or three times, and every time you have to pass each interview. So these are the steps that you need to do to get a good job in Japan. Please comment below how you thought about this. Next, let's talk about my study. While I'm doing job hunting, I also need to prepare for grad school. In the future, I want to be a teacher in Australia, and I would like to teach history and language, Japanese language, in high school. And to become a teacher, you have to go to grad school. And I am preparing for the application. And what I need to do is to study IELTS. You have to take at least around 7.5 to 8.0 on IELTS. To be honest, this score is really hard for me to get because I'm not a native English speaker, so every day I have to spend a lot of time on studying IELTS. Some people might think I'm doing too much, so I would like to share how I manage the balance between work, study, and job hunting. And this is my time schedule of the day. So I usually wake up at 6 a.m. and start walking at 7 at a cafe, and I usually walk there for 6 hours. So from 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. After that, I go back home and immediately I start studying IELTS, and I study around 3 or 4 hours. After that, I go to a gym to do some exercises. At night, I usually spend 1 or 2 hours for job hunting. It's really important to get information about which company is offering a full-time job right now, because it varies, depends on the company. So if the company starts the application, you have to start writing entry sheet immediately. So this is the real life as a double degree student in Japan. How was today's content? And thank you for watching the video. See you in the next time.